What's up, what's up? I'm Dorian Francis, and you've tuned in to the Next Up Boxing channel. Be sure to subscribe, like, and leave a comment. Welcome to the journey to this world of boxing, where we analyze, we make predictions, we break down the drama between the fighters, the lifestyle of the fighters, the promotional team, and everything in between. I hope you enjoy the content that we're going to provide on this channel right here, the Next Up Boxing.
To launch this event for May 19 here at the Air Canada Centre. It was a big surprise for, I know, for a lot of you to receive that invitation and to know that the show, that event was going to be here, but I can tell you that it was a big surprise for us too. Before going forward, first, I just would like to send our thought on the tragic event that occurred here yesterday, where many innocent victims were killed or wounded. Our deepest sympathy to the community, their family and friends. So before we start, I want to introduce you our guests. On my left-hand side, we have the trainer of Badou Jack. Is it the trainer or manager? Manager, sorry, Amer Abdelian. We have Badou Jack, the current contender. We have Mr. Leonard Ellerbe, CEO of Mayweather Promotion. Lee Baxter, CEO of Lee Baxter Promotion. Lamont Jones from Heyman Boxing. Adonis Stevenson, the WBC light heavyweight champion. And Sugar Hill Stewart, the trainer of Adonis. So, May 19 at the Air Canada Centre, starting at 6, we are bringing a huge boxing event featuring the WBC light heavyweight champion Adonis Stevenson, defending his title for the 9th time since he knocked out Chad Dawson in 2013. This will be his 2nd time here in Toronto against a very dangerous contender, 2-time champion. He was super middleweight, WBC super middleweight champion, WBA light heavyweight champion. Certainly the most dangerous contender of all the contenders that Adonis had faced. So here at the Air Canada Centre. The event is a promotion. My name is Yvon Michel, by the way, from Groupe Yvon Michel. The event is promoted by Groupe Yvon Michel, Mayweather Promotion, and Lee Baxter Promotion. It's presented by Premier Boxing Champions on Showtime. If we have been able to turn on a dime and to bring that event here in Montreal, it's because the tremendous collaboration I got here in Toronto, because really last week that event was in Montreal, and now we have Twitch. We are in the most beautiful building in Toronto. So it's because of the real great collaboration of Lee Baxter, who had a show on May 19 and agreed to work with us and postpone his event to be able to hold that very prestigious event here in Toronto. And also, I want to thank Wayne Zronick from MLSC, who also did a lot of tricks and was able to give us that date, May 19th. So thank you very much. So I would like now to pass the microphone to Lee Baxter from Lee Baxter Promotion.
I'll start by saying thank you for the quickest turnaround I've ever done anything. We sat in the office upstairs, a little unsure with what was going to happen, and we got a good response. We've been waiting for quite some time to bring world title fights to Toronto. It was done in 2015. It was done well. I think that we can do it just as well in a short time frame. This is a fight that was going to take place in Montreal, but it is a real world title fight with two real fighters. It's a 50-50 fight, and I jumped up to be the man that could put it in a common ground. I'm sure Badou Jack is very happy to come here, and Adonis Stevenson, this was a second home to him. I believe you have real estate here, you got training camps here, like next thing you know you might have a driver's license here. For years it's been going on. Boxing has been taking place in Quebec. Whenever you think Canada, you just automatically think French-speaking Quebec. In the last 2 years, we've been pounding the pavement, doing show after show, turning out sold-out small venues, and now it's the time, I believe, that we're gonna collaborate with 3 of the biggest promoters in the world and make this thing happen. Moving forward, if you go back about a year and a half, about a year and a half when they had the press tour for Mayweather-McGregor, there was 15,000 people there just to see 2 people talk some smack. I think that we can do half of that and have that energy, and it'll be a superior night. I just want to thank everyone, and let's get ready because it's a lot of work, and we're going to do it right.
Thank you. Now probably I was looking at the schedule, and probably the most busiest promoter or CEO of a promotion company from the Mayweather promotion. You were in New York last week, in Las Vegas the week before, in Toronto today, tomorrow in Montreal. So it's with a lot of pride that I'm introducing you to one of the most successful CEO, one of the most successful company in boxing. So with Mr. Leonard Ellerbe.
Thank you, Yvonne. On behalf of Floyd and Mayweather Promotions, we would like to send our heart and prayers out to the victims of yesterday's tragic event. On behalf of Mayweather Promotions, we're very, very excited to be here in this great city of Toronto. We were here for the Mayweather-McGregor press tour, and it was an unbelievable turnout. We have so many fans here, and we're just really excited to bring this great, great event here come May the 19th. We're very honored to work with Yvonne and Lee, and we want to really thank Showtime for putting this great event on. And also, we'd like to thank Adonis Stevenson for giving us this great opportunity. Thank you, champ, to bring this great event here. It's going to be a great fight. This is what boxing is about, the best fighting the best. We know Adonis Stevenson has been a great champion for a number of years, but he's fighting our guy, who I consider one of the best fighters in the entire world. And come May 19th, you'll get a chance to see why Badou Jack is one of the best fighters in the world. There's no doubt in our mind that he will come here and he will win this fight. No doubt. So without further ado, I would like to introduce the 2-time world champion, Badou Jack.
First of all, I want to extend my condolences to the victims' families of this tragic event that happened last night. And I want to thank Leonard Ellerbe, Floyd Mayweather, Yvonne Michelle, Lee, Team Adonis Stevenson, and Showtime. And I had a great camp. It's not over yet, but we got three more weeks. And, I feel great. I asked for this fight for a long time, and we got it. So I want to thank Adonis for giving me this opportunity. And May 19th, you're gonna have a 3-time world champion. Thank you.
Thank you, Badou. You look big, Badou. You look big. You're supposed to be a super middleweight, moving up light heavyweight. He told me just previously that he probably weighed the same weight than Deontay Wilder when he defended his heavyweight title. Now I'd like to introduce you Lamont Jones from Heyman Boxing. He's representing Al Heyman who's the leader of PBC, and he will introduce then the trainer of Adonis and Adonis. Lamont?
We at Heyman Boxing Management also extend our condolences and sympathies to the victims and survivors of yesterday's event. We're excited for this opportunity for both Badou and especially for Adonis. Because Badou is promoted by the great Floyd Mayweather and the terrific Leonard Ellerbe at Mayweather Promotions, he enjoys a special relationship with the Premier Boxing Champion Series. You've seen him on PBC events, and he certainly earned his shot at the title against the best light heavyweight in the world, Adonis Stevenson. You see the knockouts from Adonis, but that doesn't happen unless he takes care of business in the gym on a day-to-day basis. So I'd like to hear from the person who provides that tutelage, that strategic guidance on a day-to-day basis, the trainer for Adonis Stevenson, Hill Stewart.
Hello. Hello everybody. It's great to be back in Toronto again, and it's great to be back in Toronto. I should say, I guess, for a fight. I do visit Toronto, so it's fight time. I don't really have much to say. I'm happy that the venue for this fight is this beautiful place. Toronto has a lot going on right now. I guess the Maple Leafs are winning, the Raptors are winning, and now we have this big boxing event happening in Toronto to add to Toronto's excitement. So I'm just happy that the fight is going on. That Adonis has Badou Jack to fight, who's two-time world champion, and a tough opponent. He's intelligent, and he's also determined. So those are the things that I like most about Adonis Stevenson fighting Badou Jack on May 19th. Adonis is always prepared for his fights. There's not really much to say about it. You see it in the fights. I guess that's it. Thanks.
We're pleased to collaborate once again with Yvonne and Alexandra and the team at Group Yvonne Michelle. We're confident that they're going to organize a first-class event that's going to delight the people inside the Air Canada Centre, and it's going to be visually appealing for the people watching on Showtime. And we know that the star of the show that night is going to be the WBC light heavyweight champion of the world, the man who's managed to knock out 24 of the men who've entered the ring with him on his way to his 29-1 record. So ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the WBC heavyweight champion, Adonis Stevenson.
Hello everybody. First of all, I want to condolence what happened last night. The tragedy is very sad, and I'm shocked because he's in Toronto and he's in Canada. It's happened, and in Canada it's a peace country. So I hope this never happen anymore, and my condolences for all of his family. Okay, first of all, I want to thank Al Heyman. Al, the best, he's one of the best managers of the world, and I want to thank Lee Baxter. Thank you, Lee. Mayweather Promotion. Badou. I want to thank my friend and to Sugar, my trainer, Les Woods there, and Warren James. This is the outfit is him. He's Warren James. I want to thank you. So the fight is in Toronto. I'm very happy. We'll be in Toronto. This is the second time I'm in Toronto. I love this country. I have a business here in Toronto. Plus, I want to bring boxing over here. and Toronto. You know, because you know you got the Raptors, you got the soccer player, you got baseball, you know, and Toronto. Everything they touch, like any big team like Toronto, or they always win, and it's a big city for the sport. And so this is a good opportunity, like to bring a showtime here in Toronto, and big city, love the city, and for May 19, and it will be an exciting fight and an exciting show. So I know I have Badou Jack. Badou Jack, I'm not underestimating him. He's a good boxer, two-time world champion. He's not come to Canada, and I know he's going to come to win. So that's why I would prepare very well, and to what happens bring him to the ring, I will be ready, because I know Badou Jack. He's a good boxer. He's the best of. He's one of the best boxer. You know, I know there are some people talking like Badou, this, that, but you know, this is him. He's not we can't underestimate this guy, because he's a good boxer, and he's two-time world champion. So I will be ready for this fight, and I'm gonna invite everybody in Toronto to come to this fight. And it will be exciting. And you know, me, Adonis, Superman, and like Emmanuel said, knockout sale. I always looking for the knockout. That's soon I'm getting in the ring, and I'm looking for the knockout. You know, and I know Badou is ready. I'm ready. So May 19 will be exciting. You know, so see you May 19. May 19.
Thank you, Adonis. Like Adonis said, here, Toronto is a huge sports city, and yeah, I was talking to Wayne previously. So what we would like, and we have started with Les. Hi, Les. Very happy to see you here. It's to really establish down the road a major league boxing here in Toronto. I saw in the assistants here that I was the Olympic national coach previously, and I'm happy to see Andrew Conner with us here. He was a great fighter, great amateur fighter, a good pro also. Welcome here, Andrew. I'd like also to welcome Mr. Ray Dempster, the acting commissioner from Ontario. Thank you very much for being here. I see Ken Heron, who's probably going to be on the show. So welcome here, Ken. Now, is Samuel Vargas here? Samuel? How are you, Samuel? So we are intending to do between 8 and 9 fights during the event. The fight between the Badou Jack and Adonis Stevenson is supposed to be around 11 o'clock, so the main event on Showtime. So, and the event will start at 6 o'clock. So we're going to bring you a lot of action, a lot of fight. There will be a lot of local fighters, some from Quebec, but we promise that we're going to bring you a first-class event here. Ticket sales start Friday at noon. So, and we have configured the place for about a little over 7,000. So we are expecting really to have a full house. The last time when we went at Rico, there was near 5,000 people who were there, and I'm sure even if it's a short time, I'm sure we're going to be able to have on that configuration to be sold out. So do you have any question for anybody who's here? Very good. So
I'm sure you guys have some questions. This is a highly anticipated fight between two great fighters.
Full title fight. We're talking two guys 50-50 in no one's backyard. If you guys don't got questions, what are you doing here?
All right, I guess this is to Yvonne. Yvonne, explain how exactly it came to be that Toronto gets the fight with so little time between now and the actual date?
I was asked to make it happen here because I was told it was for business purpose. So, and we're coming here because of business opportunity.
So who was it that asked you to, you said you were asked, who was it that asked you to bring this fight here instead of Montreal where Adonis lives?
Sorry?
Who was it that asked you to bring the fight here, and why?
PBC.
I understand like Ontario has the same day weigh-in rules as well as the taping gauze. So is that going to apply to this fight, or is there going to be some sort of leeway?
Rules are rules. Unfortunately, we have to follow rules. We're going to take the necessary steps so each camp can prepare to adapt to those rules. But we have a new active commissioner that's working very well with us to make sure that things run smoothly, and we'll get the job done. We'll do it right.
Do you aware about the rules of Ontario, about the wrapping of your rounds?
Yeah, I heard about it, but like I said, I trust my promoter. They're gonna do a good job in fixing it. So I'm not worried about it.
In fact, when Adonis came here, Sugar practiced several, at each time Adonis was doing sparring, so he was practicing with the regulation, the bandages, that's what he was allowed. And finally, Adonis, how you felt with that the last time you fought here?
I'm good. I'm good. With the bandage, it's not a problem for me. And my hands is in shape, and it's more power, so it's okay for me.
And other question? Thank you very much. We'll do a face-to-face, the champion and the challenger, and then everybody will be available for one-to-one. Thank you very much again.
Get real. Get real.
The eyes tell it all.
Get real.
How you been?
What's up, what's up? I'm Dorian Francis, and you've tuned in to the Next Up Boxing channel. Be sure to subscribe, like, and leave a comment. Welcome to the journey to this world of boxing, where we analyze, we make predictions, we break down the drama between the fighters, the lifestyle of the fighters, the promotional team, and everything in between. I hope you enjoy the content that we're going to provide on this channel right here, the Next Up Boxing.